man. He said where he was in the churchyard. He said that people from the church would be able to help me find him. And so the next day, I looked around the churchyard when I suddenly saw this little gravestone, and it had his name and it had dates when he had died. And I asked around the village, I asked older people if they'd known this man, and I couldn't find anything. And then my daughters were going to the local village school, and I had the records, school records of 1945. And there was this man's name again, and he had a daughter at the school, and it's 45, left to go to Wimbledon.
I have a question here, because when you say this is ridiculous, this is like the voice of normality,
Yes,
this can't
yes,
possibly be. So,
exactly. I wrote the story and I submitted it to the church magazine. And the next day after it came out, I was contacted by two people. One was my son, was a priest in Barbados and had come back for a rare visit and had read this. And
so love it.
it's
In
great, isn't
my
it?
language, this is the angels are really working hard to help this Ernest come to completion. And
And then I was called by his nephew, who was called Pat. And so they told me I mean, the same story from two very different perspectives.
it turned out to be a bit of a Miss Marple.
Yes,